decided to go all the way back to my first kubrow, mainly because it's a big kubrow. So went in and realised the build was completely trash because I never finished it, but then I realised I was running Maul, which obviously gives a heck of a lot more damage, because Maul gives 330% melee damage to your kubrow, Kavat, Beast, Companion, whatever. And I formatted a V to put that in there and thought, looking at it and thought, why? Just why? Because Bite exists, which is of course 330% crit chance and 220% crit damage. Obviously these two mods together is way better. Apart from the fact that one's a 14-point mod, one is a 16-point mod. And that means basically having to format every slot in here you can think of. I'd still rather keep that than anything else, but as you can probably imagine, if we just go over here and then we say I want Bite and Maul, that's a 43% chance of getting 9.6 times 1000 damage. So the two together will probably be the best way to build pretty much any kubrow, because this goes for any of them. But what if you didn't want to? What if you wanted to build them more for support, which is how I tend to run my kubrow, Kavat, Moapet, Sentinel, any companion? I build them for support, not for attack, which, well, I'm going to try this a different way, but I need to know, for leveling purposes, Bite or Maul? Are you? Okay, I've done this all wrong. We want one enemy. Just one. Because you do not get numbers from kubrows. That would be the finisher and incomplete. Well, we can see a few things here. The kubrow is doing no damage, but 50% crit chance, so give it a chance. No, pretty much nothing. It is going down, but it is going down a finisher. No, incomplete finisher, but it is taking damage. It is a very small amount of damage. We can't see numbers here, so we just have to take a guess at what will actually happen. And for what is nearly a minute, that is not much damage. Obviously with numbers, this would be so much easier to be able to tell what the hell is going on. But we cannot see numbers, and I can't find Maul. For some weird reason, it's right there. But as you can see, I've literally moved that mod over there. I am aware, by the way, this exists, and I would rather put that in than Medi Pet Kit, but that would mean V, and pretty much couldn't run anything else because, as forementioned, Bite is a 16, it's an 8-point mod in there. I'll have to get rid of the shield recharge or bleed out link. That should be bleed out timer, but never mind. As I say, we're just kind of doing this to see which one of these mods kind of works the best. Just simply down to the fact of, I want to know more than anything else. Boom. Nothing. Bite's better. Bite is 100% better. But we'll give it the same amount of time. Roughly. To see if any kind of more damage kicks in. Which was about a minute. I'll admit, the finisher did do a lot more damage with Maul, which works well for this kind of kubrow. Once it performs a finisher, that was a lot of damage. Okay, and you go down. That was a ton more damage in about the same amount of time as before. We had a tiny little bit missing, now we have a ton more missing. So obviously, this is leading to one place. And we all know where it's going to go. Ton of damage, ton of damage, ton of damage. Yeah, that's a lot more damage in less time than the other one. And that's with Maul instead of Bite. So, I think I'm... Wow, that was huge chunks of damage. I think I'm going to leave Maul on. Bite works, but 50% doesn't seem to work. I mean, by this point it was about a quarter health gone. And now we're at less than half health gone. The better question here is, what if we do this? Okay, give it a second. There it goes. And, well, Bite, Maul. I've also just realised the enemy we were attacking earlier is standing over there shooting at us from the distance, but in half the time it took before. I'm looking at the timer, it was about 43 to 50 seconds last time, and that was a quarter health. Oh, you screwed this time, aren't you? Nope. Yeah. That's half health in the same amount of time with both of them. I'm not denying this one. With both of the mods on, level 180, well, that was about 50 seconds. You know what? Let's go finish this one off, shall we? Both mods work better together. I'm sorry, it sucks to be you. Dead. Come on, just finish her. You know you want to. And she's just going to stand there and take it. With both mods, they work really well. This is a level 180 enemy getting annihilated by a kubrow from a long time ago. Getting completely annihilated by said kubrow because this is Maul and Bite at its finest. This is why running both of them together works best. Because if we actually come over here and we go to upgrade, the only thing in here, apart from obviously the finisher mod, is Bite, Maul, and I did add the elemental combo that adds viral. Which is why I was able to take it down so much quicker. You kind of actually can, which just... I know it's a Shasha kubrow which isn't really built for dealing damage, but this was my first kubrow, so kind of want to go back to running my first kubrow. Primed Animal Instinct is kind of a must. Fetch is kind of a must. I still can't decide between the link shields and things like, well, there's that. Well, first off, we'll have to, god damn it, put that in there, and then we enhance vitality instead, which should increase the health, but it's slightly broken. This is Warframe after all. Yep, think I'm going to stick with the link mods, simply because with the enhanced one it was 310 health. And to be fair, I'll still play with this in the future, ignore the bottom ones, but these top 4 mods, oh, completely and utterly amazed the transformation that it made. And I know the whole point of this was meant to be to see what the kind of difference is between one or the other. I definitely think Maul 100% worked better than Bite for the damage it did over the space of about 43 to 45 seconds. But the two together, yeah, that was stupidly quick. And that right there did more damage than Bite by itself did in a minute. And I have to increase the finisher mod so that actually does more damage. So there's a lot of formaing left to do with this for something I haven't used in years. Simply because I prefer a Sentinel, because the Sentinel, best way to put it, can replenish your shields much better than a kubrow or a Kavat. But I still love running a kubrow or a Kavat. I've missed running these. More importantly, I have missed watching a kubrow annihilate a heavy gunner level 180 like they were nothing. Because no matter how you put it, that's a level 180 heavy gunner. And that is a glitched kubrow. Thank you. And that is one dead Heavy Gunner. Goodbye, you Frontier Heavy Gunner. You literally ripped her in half. You beast. Wow. Okay, I think we'll leave this off here for now. I know how I'm running you. If I had to choose between the two, Maul, 100% better than Bite by itself. But the two together, oh yeah, good fidget. Leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.